There's quite a bit of Pokemons out there that are being the favorite for people. But now let's just discuss about what Pokemon should be getting when we're building a base for the first time, which are going to be the ones that are going to carry us the most throughout the entirety of our production process. And let's just first and foremost, right out of the bat, tell you what kind of video or audience is this aimed to. This is going to be for incubation and tips for incubations and where to gather eggs and stuff like that. So if you're already familiar with that, then you're all set. But if you're just beginning your base, this is something that you would want to do ASAP. So you're going to need the incubation eggs, which you're going to find on the technology. It is going to take quite a bit of a while before you actually can incubate things. Which is going to be at level 7 with the egg incubator. You're going to need palladium fragments, you're going to need cloth, and also you're going to need stone. The palladium fragment, you should have it by crafting it at your base, by gathering it at your base. The stone, you should have it by your regular Pokemon's gathering it. The wool or cloth, it's very simple to get. As a matter of fact, if you have a farm right here, this is not a mandatory thing, this is not a necessary thing, this is not something that you have to do. But otherwise, if you can farm it, like for example, I do have my little ranch right here, and as you can see, all of my Pokemons are already gathering my wool in here, which then can be turned, it can be turned into cloth in the primitive workstation. But if you head over here and you actually just kill the little lamb balls right here, so let's just real fast kill this guy. Let's see if we attack it. We don't. Oh yeah, yes we do. As you can see, I have a little bit of wool right there, so that's what you need. First, you're going to build the incubators, and now you're going to get the eggs. Now, let me tell you why is this so important. The thing is that it's going to take quite a while before you can actually gather real good Pokemons. If you have like you really have to travel quite a bit. This is one of my favorite Pokemons. As a matter of fact, this is a boss. This one that I got from incubating it, and it has just become my main Pokemon. But it's also amazing for having Pokemons right here at the base that are going to craft quite amazing things for you. So, for example, as you can see right here, this is the Pankings. These are Pokemons that I wouldn't otherwise have access to until very late. I'd say mid game. I wouldn't say that it would be on the end game, but still, it's a very good Pokemon. It has lots of everything, so it can do lots of things in your base depending on what is it that you set him up to do. So it has some +2 to be able to have like mining or construction, gathering, and icing, freezing things, and also by your harvest right here. So these guys are potentially going to be able to do as much stuff as you can. One thing that you have to have in mind is that you do have to have a little bit more specialized workers, otherwise they are going to do quite a lot of stuff. But on the other hand, like if you have a proper set foundation for your base and you have everything on one single place, they are going to not have to travel to that many places, so that they can do their job or whatever that they need to do, and they don't actually have to move that much, so they can gather their stuff as fast as possible. We'll talk about efficiency on a base and how to build a base efficiently and gather materials efficiently for them to always be stacking up your stuff real good in here. As you can see, you can have like a gazillion of your items when you are having everything properly set up. But that's a matter for another video. That is basically those Pokemons, those high-end tier Pokemons. You're going to get them from incubating them rather than hunting them. Now let's talk about, yes, once you have managed to build your incubator, which I have 3 of these guys right here, how to farm the eggs to place in here. It's very simple. You can find them all throughout the world, but I have noticed that there is a very simple solution or a more efficient way to farm them. you're going to find them on hills, on top of hills, and I have noticed this very consistently. As a matter of fact, where, as you were able to see when I was showcasing you my Pokemons, I had lots of high level tier Pokemons that I didn't hunt while I was leveling up this specific server that I have right here. I just, one thing that I like to do is just farm for X. When you are farming for X, when you are farming for those X, it's a very nice, cool thing, because you're always going to get high tier Pokemons that are always going to improve your base that much more faster than if you are using just regular Pokemons that otherwise you wouldn't have access to because you didn't incubate them. It does take quite a bit to incubate them, so I usually regularly like to have like 3 incubators in here, but you can have more. There's nothing deterring you from having more incubators. This is going to speed your leveling process of your base that much more, because your Pokemons are always going to have high tiers, like the Arnesox that I have right there, the Pink King that I have right there, the Dinosum. I didn't precisely hunt them myself, I just got them from X, because you're farming, you're exploring, you're leveling up, you're capturing Pokemons, and also you're getting amazing things. And like I said, if you're looking on the hills, there's always going to be X, so every time that you go out there and explore, make sure that you are looking on top of the hills, because there's most likely always going to be an egg there that is going to give you a very strong Pokemon that is going to be amazing for you to be able to hunt bosses, to do fighting, and also to improve your base. If you like the content, so like and super appreciate it. And also you today, you're a gorgeous and beautiful person. You're indeed a gorgeous and beautiful person. I will be seeing you goddamn gorgeous and beautiful people in the next one. Have a lovely day and goodbye.